Okay, people. So, yes, the early prelims. They have got 4 fights, and the first 3 are the finals for the road to the UFC. Right? So, let us take a look and see what is going down. Right? First of all, it's the Bantamweight final. We have got Sulang Rangbo v Lawrence Lau. Now, Lock Ying, Lawrence Lau, right? He has got, well, he's 29, 5'7", 72-inch reach. Right, he's got an overall record of 7-1. He's currently on a 4-fight win streak. He's fighting out of New Zealand, and he's part of Kiki City Kickboxing. Kiki. Oh boy. Do we have any? Here we go. Everything's loading a bit. So within this tournament, right? The first fight he won via unanimous decision. Second fight, which took place August last year, he won via a second round stoppage, right? Knockout. Before that, right? I think he kind of goes back and forth. A couple of stoppages, couple of decisions, a doctor's stoppage, and he lost a split decision. Right, as an amateur, he won his debut, lost 2 back-to-back, and then won his last 2. I mean, that's pretty good, really, when you think about it, because he lost his second and third amateur fight. Didn't dent his confidence. You know what I mean? So I think that tells you something about the person. You know? So, he is fighting Rangbo, right? He is 20, 5'9", 66.5-inch reach, right? He's got an overall record of 10-3. He's on a 9-fight win streak out of China. This dude. Okay, so let's take a look. So he's fought 4 times for Wu Lin Fang, and he's 4-0 out of that promotion. In the road to UFC, he won the first fight via first round stoppage. Second one via unanimous decision. And he's 4 fights out of... is it 4? Yeah, 4 fights out of Wu Lin Fang. He won 2 by stoppage and 2 via decision. Right, in his other fights, 1 submission, rear naked. The others were stoppages, right? Knockouts. So there is that. So it looks like Sulang Rangbo, he's had more fights than Lawrence Lau. Yeah, we can see that. Now, we don't see. This is the thing with fights on the regionals. You don't know the quality of the opposition, right? That's always the big one. There's certain regional promotions, if they're fighting out of Cage Warriors, LFA, Cage Fury, places like that, you can go, okay, they're going to be fighting some good people. I think the matchups in those promotions are good, right? You don't usually put someone up against a Kaan. But Some promotions, yeah, straight cans. You know what I mean? So it's hard to tell. Now, Lawrence out of City Kickboxing, it's a great camp, right? So you know he's training with killers. Volkanovski is Volkanovski City Kick. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Yes, Volkanovski's headlining the card, so you know he's been fighting with a lot of his buddies, like training for a lot of his buddies, preparing for a lot of his buddies, and I think that does something. You know what I mean? So I'm taking Lawrence Lau for the win and getting that UFC contract. So next we have the featherweight final. We have got oosh, how do you say this? Oh, I think that's a big thing, man. I'm so terrible with friggin' pronunciations. It is a little bit embarrassing. A little bit, not too much, a little bit. So yes, where am I? Rah. We got Keiichiro Nakamura against Sebastian Szalay, right? So, got Keiichiro Nakamura. He is 27, 5'8", 70.5-inch reach. Overall record of 7-1. He's on a 10-fight win streak, fighting out of Japan. So, let us take a look at the record. Right? He, firstly, he won the first fight in May last year with a second round stoppage with a knee. Second fight in August was unanimous decision. His other fights, right? You can see he's had 3 knockouts, right? There was a stoppage via ground and pound, and the referee stopped one. He lost his pro debut, got caught with an arm triangle. As an amateur, he won the first 4 fights via stoppages, and the last one went via decision, and he won an amateur tournament in that last one. Right, so he is up against Sebastian Szalay, right, who is 31, 5'6", 66-inch reach. He has got an overall record of 10-1. He's on an 8-fight win streak. He's fighting out of Perth, Australia. Okay. So, in the first fight, he won via decision. In the August fight, he got a first round stoppage. So he's outside of that, right? He's won a regional title. Okay, he defended that title. Looks like he's won a fight with a triangle. He's got 1 stoppage. All the others have gone the distance. As an amateur, he won the first 4, lost the last. Got 1 first round, 1 second round knockout, and 2 decisions. It's an interesting one, right? Because I think Sebastian, he's the oldest out of these fighters so far. I think he's the most. He's gone the distance a lot, right? So you know he's durable, which is something. I do think though that Nakamura is the more dynamic out of them. And you know what I mean? So I think he's probably got maybe more tools to win. He has won via submission, and Sebastian has lost by getting caught in a submission. So I think I'm going to take Nakamura for the win. And then we have the lightweight final. We have Sang-wook. Oh, that might be Sang-wook Kim against Dom Ma Fan. Okay, dokie. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wrong thing. So Frogman, right? Sang-wook. What am I saying? Sang-wook Kim. He's 32, 6 foot, 71-inch reach. Overall record of 13-3. He's currently on a 4-fight win streak. He's fighting out of South Korea. Okay. So in March, May. In May, he got a second round stoppage via elbows. And then in August, caught the guy with a rear naked choke, also in the second round. So before all of that, he's, he's picked up wins in a few different ways. Rear naked, he's got a DAS, head kick, ground and pound, a few decisions. Right, a split decision. So yeah, varied. A couple of rear naked actually, right? Which is interesting because in his amateur career, he lost a couple of times by submission. So you can see that he's worked on those things, which is always it's always promising. It's good to see people seeing those gaps, working on those gaps to be more proficient, right? Because I don't think he's lost via submission since. Nope. So yeah, they have got Street Buddha Dom Ma Fan. He's 25, 5'11", 75-inch reach. Right, he's got an 8-2 overall on a 4-fight win streak, fighting out of Queensland, New Zealand. Right, so what happened for him in this competition so far? Right, so in May, he won, both fights actually, he won via unanimous decisions. And then before that, he's had some knockouts, right? He's won via submission. He does like a rear naked. He's had a guillotine as well, right? Interestingly enough, right, he has fought Quinlan Skalkid a couple of times, right? The last being February 2024, the first being August 2022. Both times he lost that fight, right? And both times via rear naked choke. Now, he's won fights with a rear naked before, right? But yeah, there are levels to this shit, right? As we know. But that's an interesting one. He did win an amateur title in his final amateur fight. Yeah, lost his second amateur fight, won all the others. He's got a triangle, armbar, you know, knockout. So he is skilled. He is skilled. I think he's probably got Dom has probably got more skill, more ways to win than Sang-wook Fu. So I think I'm gonna take Street Buddha over Frogman. All right, and then in our final early prelim fight, we have the featherweights. Right, we have Kaan Ofli against Yi Zha. Right, so Yi Zha, he is 29, 5'7", 71-inch reach. He's got an overall record of 26-5. He won his last fight fighting out of China. Okie dokie. He is 1-2 in the UFC. And he came via Road to UFC. Right? So, yeah, he's a Road to UFC veteran. Now, when did he... Let's have a look and see when he competed. So he competed in 2022, right? He won his first match via rear naked and the second via split decision. He lost in the final though, right? But after, hold on. Oh, that's interesting. He didn't. That is very... Oh, I see. Right. So he did. He lost the final, right? But then he got put in the 2023 competition. Okay. But I'm like looking, I'm like, what happened? So in that one, he won his first fight. Armbar first round. Second via a unanimous decision. And then he won the final. First round armbar. Okie dokie. Nice. In his first UFC proper fight, he lost to Gabriel Santos via unanimous decision. That was 2024, September. But he came back with a win over Weston Wilson last time out. First round stoppage. Okie dokie. So, Kaan Ofli, aka Yengus. Right, he's 32, 5'7", 66-inch reach. He has an overall record of 12-4-1. He's also on a one-fight streak, fighting out of Melbourne, Australia. So he'll have the local support, right? He is 1-2 in the UFC also. He made his debut. Let's have a look. Made his debut. Hold on. Oh, he was. Of course he was. He was on season 32 of The Ultimate Fighter. Yes. He. Okay, let's have a look. He won his first fight against Nathan Fletcher. Yes. Because Fletcher was one of the favourites. Won the second fight against Rody Roots, but lost in the final to Marion Santos. Got caught in the second round. Lost his next fight, well, his UFC proper fight against Mohamed Namavov. Unanimous decision. But then next time out, he beat Ricardo Ramos. First round rear naked choke. That was October last year. So, yeah, this is going to definitely be an interesting one, I think. Um, I think with this fight, I think I'm taking Ofli. I think he's probably had the tougher opposition, right? He's had the stiffer challenges. So yeah, I'm taking Yengis for the win. That's our early prelims, people. Yeah, Fight Pass or Paramount Plus. So hopefully it'll be a fun fight to take us into the prelims proper.